So, we're back, and I am in the village. If memory serves... Sorry, I gotta make the chat go away. There we go. Oh, that's good. Yeah. It didn't seem too bad after we left. It was raining, but only a drizzle. So I feel like we need to go to the Forest of Myth. Yeah, it was pretty great. It was just a good day altogether. It's been so hot, and now I've literally got the windows open because it's just nice out today. Feels nice. Oh, hang on, I gotta... I have to...
How about buying something?
How about no? I named the stream a particular thing. And we need to make sure that we, Wait, no, not this part.
Thanks for coming.
What do you have for sale? I might need some of it at some point. I do have a lot of cash money. Hey, good evening, Ike. How's it going
sure
today?
Are rough lately.
Curse these tired old bones.
Not yet, not yet. Alright, 76%. What was this? Oh, yeah, the moonflower seed. I'm gonna have to do that eventually, but not right now. I do probably need to actually talk to Devola and get, pick up some quests. Or at least find the location of this quest.
Oh, you want a different job?
Wait, did you give me a job?
Doesn't look like I have any work for you right now. Come back next time you're free. Okay.
Really? Well, I mean, if that's the case, I guess we just gotta go... I mean, I could go fishing, but I don't... I keep saying I'm gonna do these things off stream, and then I just don't. I said about crosscode, too, but I guess at least I have another week for that. There it is! None of these are real words, but I know the song starts with Kuwata. And I wasn't gonna leave till we heard it. Alright, well, I guess we're off to the Forest of Myth for now. This might turn into a side quest grind stream, because I don't know exactly how much time I have to pick up all the weapons. Hey, guys! But for now, we're off to Forest of Myth, and that means reading. Need voice. Let's go.
The home of that blasted dream.
Yeah.
Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience again.
Well,
I hear you.
Weiss, I've got some bad news.
Oh, hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual is happening?
Generally. NieR just wants to know if there's a shade nearby he can murder.
Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the divine tree.
Trying to figure out what the deal is with the texture on his hair. You see it here on the side? It looks weird. I have a life that involves doing things that are not playing games. Today especially, yes. Though today most of those things were good. But then there was work, so it was whoops. Alright, strange presence.
The divine tree.
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
You can say that, or you could just point at it. It's right here. You could just be like, that one. That's the divine tree.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's just how things have always been.
We just talked about this earlier. If the reason for doing something is it's how it's always been or it's how we've always done it, you're probably wrong.
Weird.
All right, cool. I know it's been a while, but I don't remember if the story beats are the same the second time through. So I'm not sure if I should just skip through the reading or not.
We are the grass, the trees, the woods.
Also, we have Papa NieR DLC stuff to do that we need to grind through at some point. So we might do that today. I don't know. I don't have a defined plan. I'm just going to kind of take everything as it comes.
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Weiss.
Ha! As if Grimoire Weiss is capable of spouting such nonsense.
It depends on the type of damage, Ram, but yeah, potentially.
Hang on. I don't think it's done.
Is the dark entity.
That's a lot of damage.
Memories.
I feel like this is clearer than it was the first time through.
May the words form themselves to your liking.
Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
Okay. This is part of the experience, so we're just gonna do it. Here we go. Black. Pure darkness, painted over everything. Words scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words. All sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. "This is wrong," whispered the tree in the voice of the wind through the leaves. "This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed." Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. I'm actually gonna look this up. Because if I can, like, oh. I have to read it because there's answers at the end of the stories, and the answers are randomized. So here goes. Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree. And once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world. Words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united into whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into stars. Each star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. The child is here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings the boy comfort. A healthy young girl with tan skin and deep blue eyes. She is a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him. But he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon, this loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming. He knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could tell her of his feelings, this might not be so. But this conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within itself. Bark. Etched upon it is a single word: envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Yeah, she's cool. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy arises, and another, and another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of a daughter. Perhaps the child only exists in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream she does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began the fight with 63 companions, but most are gone now. I believe 63 companions is going to be important, and I also believe the color of the girl's eyes, which I believe was blue. So blue and 63. Got it. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce, low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large it blots out the sky. She is laughing. She has been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. This memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched with a single word: loss. Look at this memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame, it was a favorite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. I do believe that is in fact a Drakengard reference. In fact, I believe more than one of these stories may be Drakengard references. I don't know, I haven't played any of them. I really should at some point. If only to like see where all of that goes. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was a black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion entered the room. Well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room NieR had entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, NieR suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the Forest of Myth, its villagers prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As NieR stared at the jewel, bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Look there. A small, shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth, sights and sounds tinkling from each other before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. The shade's eating the memories. These things eat memories? The tree extended a branch toward NieR. Without a second thought, NieR brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree. There is the conviction memory I had lost. And satisfaction, and many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things. But rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer, focusing all its power on the riddle of speech. The tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. Ahem. I implore... It spat out a glimmering green jewel. A lot of Drakengard 3 references, which is funny since this game predates Drakengard 3. So if anything, I guess you could call that foreshadowing. Although Drakengard 3 is a prequel, right? So... I don't know. Like I said, I have Drakengard 1 and 3 on the shelf, but never actually picked them up. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of the lost envy? It was blue, because that was the color of the girl's eyes. It spoke! This shade has intelligence and emotion. Who cares? Who cares? Dehumanized. NieR brushed Weiss's comment aside as his sword sliced through the Shade's right arm. The Shade extended its remaining arm to NieR. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its fingers brushed against NieR, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arm, and out to its entire body. It was emotion, more than the entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone. 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries, the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains, but no more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul. And the young man was the key. This was the promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation. But the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beasts? Her daughter and 63 friends. Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid Shade once and for all. Note that the character references may be getting mixed up in your head right now. Yes. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key, cried the book. Secure the key. The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. Weiss says, this world is falling apart. How can a world of letters, I implore, most important thing, world. Yo. Nah. The light was complete. The memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letters slowly faded, NieR was drawn back to the real world, and the tree was satisfied.
What in the... I never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
Yeah, about that. It's almost like they have human-like qualities or something.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle.
They can. Incidentally.
I just want to kill him without all this hassle.
Yeah, it hits a little different.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters.
So the tree was the shade. The tree is defeated, and it is the shade. It's the shade is the tree. That's the implication.
Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
All right, we did it. I feel like I remember there being more to this section, but evidently not yet. Don't really need any more medicinal herbs.
Maybe Popol has found some information about the Shadow Lord. Let's drop by the village.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that.
Very well.
Oh, good! It's time to go to the Harrie. I believe that's the next section, right? Coming through. Yeah, I would say Yoko Taro does a very good job of making it so that every game is every game in the Taro verse, if you will. They're all definitely made to go together. They all definitely fit in. They have, you know, they have threads connecting them. Where am I going? Right, up here. But they can all absolutely be played as standalone games. This is played such that if you don't know what Drakengard is, you would never know that it had connections to that. Automata is designed in such a way that if you don't know there are other games called NieR, you miss very little. Very, very little. Hey, Popola.
Learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's key, Popola?
You know, I was just going to talk to you about that.
Cool.
You remember the Harrie, right?
Vaguely.
That depressing shell of a village?
Not as much as it's about to be.
Not so much anymore, it sounds like.
Well, we'll see.
I just got this letter from the village chief. Have a look.
Right, yep. This is the whole thing where it's like, all right, so we've been really, like, weirdly isolationist for a long time, but we just decided to stop doing that, so come on down. We got shops and stuff.
Sacrifice? Isn't that the name of one of the key fragments?
That's right. I've been trading notes with leaders from every town in the land.
Yeah, Automata, I think, was a lot of people's first. Because, for starters, it actually got a marketing budget. And also, you know, I mean, let's be real, it's... Platinum Games made it a fun game to play, and then also, like, to be ass.
You're amazing, Popola.
This entire affair strikes me as a bit too convenient.
It sure does!
I'm afraid Grimoire Weiss is correct.
What do you mean?
It's true, like, all you really get from playing the other games is, like, a little bit of extra context on other, on, like, small details. There's nothing that... I mean, hell, I played through all of Automata looking for something to connect Automata to this game, and had to play through most of the game even to find something, like, loosely related. But it just works on its own merits.
The Harrie has been shut off from the world for years. And now they've not only opened trade routes, but they freely exchange information about the Shadow Lord.
I agree. It seems rather unnatural. And dangerous.
It sure is.
You're overthinking it.
No, you're not.
Besides, I don't care if it's dangerous.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. The story is self-contained, but you get, like, long-term lore about the nature of the world itself.
I won't get Yonah back.
And
just
that
sitting
makes
around and waiting.
That makes things better, but not in such a way that it makes the game worse if you don't have it.
There are shades.
You can be completely
Just
ignorant
kill
to
him,
it and
done
you
with
don't
it.
feel like you're missing anything. But if you have it, you feel like you have more.
Oh dear.
It's a very delicate balance to strike.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I guess I won't stop you. Try speaking with the chief when you get there.
This will go fine. I do have to find the rest of the weapons.
All right, let's go see the chief.
What a soul-crushing place.
Yeah, again, just, you know, give it a minute. It's not nearly as soul-crushing as it's about to be.
Oh, you. Yeah, I'm kind of busy.
Oh, you want a different job? Doesn't look like I have any work for you.
I don't remember what you gave me in the first place, but I bet it was in Seafront.
Oh, there.
Yeah, I think it's the cargo lady. There's a lady over here that, that was like, hey, I lost a bunch of cargo. Can you find the cargo? Don't look at the cargo, though.